Okay, YouTubers, welcome to YouTube and Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Why is this way? Anyway, these are my lights. So, I guess I should probably explain what you guys just saw. Alright. Now that red light's pretty cool. Anyway, I watched the video earlier today about Sasquatches. So I figured I'd go ahead and use that Native American lore to do my night monologue on a Saturday night, which you'll probably see on Monday, unless I get overzealous and post them tonight, which I probably won't. But either way, a lot of tribes have stories about Sasquatch, and I wanted to use my imagination and give you guys a good night show. So, there we go. What I'm going to do now is explain to you a few things before I end this video. 1. Every myth and legend has some truth to it. I'm not here to force you to believe it. I don't care what you believe. I'm not a religious person to the point where you got to go to church because I said so. No. You believe in God, I believe in God too. However, I will never force my religion down your throat. Now, I made this again because I was inspired by a Sasquatch video that I watched this morning. And I thought it would be cool to taste a little bit of my native roots and do that. But before I end this video, because it's a short video, I want you guys to understand there are many different legends of Sasquatch, and it will probably depend on what tribe you talk to and who you talk to about which legend is what. There is a legend where there are different tribes of Sasquatch. Some of them have bonds with native tribes and some of them do not. Some of them are native enemies, which is why when a native tells you not to go into a forbidden fucking area in the forest, they're not saying that to be dicks. They're saying that for your own safety, as I implemented in one of the videos that you have seen tonight. I hope that I taught you guys something about folklore, and I have to be careful at what I do on these apps just due to the fact that there is a pretendian following me. They fail to understand that I'm not a full-blooded native, and all I have is the folklore. So I wanted to use what I've gotten from my great-grandmother a long, long time ago about other shit. So hopefully there's nothing behind me that I have to be too terribly concerned about. That's a fan thing, one of the spindles that's blowing. But so that you guys understand, I'm actually safe. I'm in my yard. So, yeah. Wanted to make sure that we had some fun for once. You know, it's fun is something I don't get to have that much. But, yeah, you know, there are native tales on the internet that you can find and search, and the reason why I won't tell anything other than Sasquatch, I can mention like Thunderbird and Skinwalkers and the Deer Woman and Coyote the Trickster. The main thing I don't want to do is give pretendians information, because I've also read stories about how the crow used to be a different color than it is now. I'm not going to go too deep into that because we got people like Dane Calloway that's always fishing for information. Ice Cube's a phony, and then there's everybody on these social media apps that are phenotypically black and may or may not have Native American ancestry, but instead of owning their black and their native ancestry like I do and most people who are mixed does, they just say that black people were here before 1492, which is a load of bullshit. There is no scientific evidence of that, and so try not to let that get to you. But I'm not a full-blooded native, and there are spaces where I can speak freely and comfortable, and there are spaces where I cannot. That is one of the things that I have been fighting against since the pretendian showed up on TikTok, which is why you haven't seen me make a lot of videos. But I am going to go back to doing lives, martial arts and shit. It's just going to be a matter of weather. The weather's been funky around here for the better part of a fucking year. And then I did have to deal with some deaths in the family. And then I have to deal with this new health issue of cholesterol. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, outside of that, thank you guys for watching. I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. seeing you. Lights out, bitches.